Hey guys, so big fan of the Tim Pool show, and on this episode he had Kari Lake, the former candidate for the governor of Arizona, and she's talking about how a lot of Americans nowadays are not really having kids or getting married, and how she actually traveled to Budapest and she saw how in Hungary they're actually changing their mentality and they're pushing people to have kids, they're pushing people to get married, and it seems to be better there.
We just came from Budapest, Hungary, where CPAC was going on, and I was blessed to speak over there. I've never been in a city ago. Is they started to say we're going to strengthen the family unit. We're going to encourage people to get married. We're going to encourage people to have children, and we're going to, instead of giving people tax breaks and welfare for sitting home, we're going to give you tax breaks if you get married. How about a tax break when you get married? And when you have, I think they have a 16% flat tax. When you have your first child, we bring that down a percentage. When you have your second, it goes down 2 more%. And if you're a mother who has 4 children, what they do there is they say, you will never pay taxes again. You're tax
That's
exempt.
amazing.
We give a lot of tax exempt, we give tax breaks to corporations.
All these ideas of tax breaks to get people to get married and have kids, and the more kids they have, the more tax breaks they get, is fine on paper, but America's a very different now culturally. And the issue that I see is that people are pushing for people not to get married, like the whole Chelsea Handler video that she did about how great her single life was as a single woman came out, is that American culture is pushing the single life, no kids business, and I don't think a tax incentive would really stop it. Again, she just said it herself. Like, she walked around New York City and all she saw was, she barely saw any children. If she saw a carriage, it was mostly a dog than a baby. I mean, people are, my generation as millennials, we're just not getting married. We're not having kids. We're not going out on dates. We don't seem to have any interest in having kids. We've become a very selfish, self centered, immature generation. And this is the result.
Economic situation that Joe Biden has left us in. I know people your age who go, kids, I don't even think I'm going to be able to afford an apartment, definitely not a house. How can I even afford to go on a date, let alone get married?
I think
But
it's on purpose.
yeah, it's the crumbling, and they want us lonely and
Dependent.
divided, dependent.
Yeah, so this is the challenge, right? We talk about Hungary, and they did this great.
So I'm not really sure economics really plays into this. I think it's an excuse. People have been getting married for years without really being incredibly wealthy or being able to afford all these luxuries. I mean, I think this is just an excuse that people have been sold on this whole thing. You need to have a huge wedding. You need to be able to have all these very expensive things. And the fact is, you don't really need any of that stuff to be a parent or to get married or to have children, to have a family. It's ridiculous. Again, Kari Lake is being very nice with AOC, Alexandra Ocasio Cortez, and giving her the benefit of the doubt, thinking that she actually cares about families. AOC doesn't care about families. She believes that families and having children contribute to climate change. She's even said herself that she's not going to have kids because having kids is going to destroy the planet. So, as much as I see how Kari Lake is giving her the benefit of the doubt, this is not AOC, and AOC cares nothing about families. The only thing she cares about is having people not only not have families, but to even increase abortions. And again, you're not going to stop the abortions in America, and you're not going to create families unless everyone has a sort of moral framework and they are attached to God and attached to religion. That's the only way this works. If you don't have that, then you're not going to have a society where there's family and there's children. Yes, the left has become anti family and they're trying to destroy the framework of the family. And I know Kari Lake is a great person and she's trying to change it, but there has to be a a religious revival in America. There has to be a more connection with God because religion is what brings about all these family values and the importance of having children, the importance of getting married, the importance of being connected. And instead all these liberals are pushing this whole it's all about me. I'm the one that's important. I'm supposed to get whatever I want and I'm not supposed to contribute to a family unit because not only is that selfish, but a family unit is contributing to global warming and is going to destroy the planet. So this is what these leftists are trying to do and push on this agenda, and they're changing the fabric of American society of what it used to be. I mean, we used to care about family, we used to care about children, we used to care about having great marriages with great children and having parents have the ability to do what they needed to do. It's not like that anymore.